There are so many gels on the sport nutrition market that knowing where to start can be a little bit daunting if you're considering trying a new one. In this 8th video, we are looking at the HIGH5 Energy Gel. This was the original before the Aqua one came out. There are 23 grams of carbohydrate in here, so again, right on the lower end compared to all the rest, but at a very good price point. So this is only £1 on my scale. I managed to pick up 20 of these off Amazon for £27.99, so each gel is £1.40 per serve. Let's have a look at the flavor profile. So this one is a mango flavor. I've got the variety box. The flavor's quite subtle. You kind of get like squash or cordial kind of vibes coming through, but not even like an intense solution. So it's quite mellow. And I think that's because it's not all that sweet. And actually, it stayed with me a little bit, but not as much as the others. Definitely not, the flavor profile hasn't stayed as much as the Aqua. That kind of comes and goes, but I don't mind that at all. Let's have a look at the texture. I'm gonna squeeze this out. You can see it's still fairly wet compared to some of the others. So in terms of its stickiness, I've given that a 5 out of 10. It's moderatively sticky, but nowhere near as sticky as the others. And it's still quite wet compared to some of the other gels. You can see just how much it's spread there. So I'm giving that an 8 out of 10. And in terms of its gooiness or gloopiness, it's not very gooey at all. So I've given that a 2 out of 10. Let me show you what the sweetness profile looks like. So this is the second HIGH5 gel. This is the non-Aqua version. And I've given it sweetness, the same sweetness as the Aqua one. And actually it follows a very similar profile. It comes up, hits that crest at 5. And the only difference is, in my opinion, is that it stays a bit longer in your mouth. And that's probably because it's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit stickier than the Aqua. It doesn't leave, so it lingers much longer. I'm gonna put a few lines on this one so that we can distinguish it. So that is our HIGH5 gel. So I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 on my star rating. I think it's value for money. It's a great entry point to gels because it's pretty non-offensive. The flavor profile is very moderate. It's not that sweet, very easy to get down. Good point for a starter. Why? Because starters or people getting into exercise normally don't need that much carbohydrate. It'd be quite difficult to get up to say 80, 90 grams of carbohydrate, or you just need to be having a lot of these, whereas it'd be a lot easier having more of the 40 gram serving sizes. In our next video, we're going to be looking at the HealthSpan Elite Passion Fruit Gel. I'll see you then.